we are not facing war with Iran, although it can be a situation in which the Iranian militias created by Iran can deteriorate a situation to a situation of war. But we've got to be very careful to open eyes about what's happening in the north and with the Iranian activity. The Iranians are not, I don't think they are thinking of developing a situation whereby they'll start war against Israel, but they can give us a lot of trouble through the militias, whether it's Hezbollah or other militias which they are creating in the north. And I always say that Israel should be very careful when it is in a situation of deterioration of relations with an empire. And Iran is an empire, so nobody wants to start war with the Iranians, but they can give us a lot of trouble. And the eyes should be open towards the north as much as they're open towards the south. And well, the situation can deteriorate into a threshold of war if Assad succeeds in overcoming all his opponents, and he can move his armies, an army after he finishes with his opponents inside in the civil war, he might move his army towards Israel borders, which would create a situation of casus belli, namely a situation whereby Israel will have to react. As it's happening now, Israel is reacting in small bits and pieces all the time. But a movement of a sizable Syrian army backed by Iran might create a very, very dangerous and very explosive situation. Now, this is Erdogan is an unforeseeable actor in the Middle Eastern politics today. There is no question about it that he has very clear ideas about what he wants to be. In my mind, he is thinking of starting to revive the Ottoman Empire with him as a sultan in it. But he is, as I said, unforeseeable. We don't know what he wants to do. But one of the most important things is the fact that he has already taken away for himself quite a large portion of Syria. Syria is not today. Syria has lost quite a sizable part of it to Erdogan. He pushed his armies to the south. He's there. And on the other hand, he will be playing a role in the Sunni public of the Middle East, because he will he's presenting himself probably as the future I say sultan of the new empire, the new Sunni empire which he dreams about. He is far away from it, but this is the line which he takes. This is the way of thinking that I can see that he is following. Israel is in a bad situation with Erdogan since the Marmara. affair, and it's they are not going to be this situation as long as he is alive, as long as he is active in the Middle Eastern politics. The situation is not going to be improved because somehow Israel is a country of non-Muslims, and I'm not using terms which are harder than that. It's a country, the only country of non-Muslims in the Middle East. This is something which is unacceptable for a person like him, for whom the Sunni Islam is the most important thing, and distancing himself from the heritage of Ataturk, of Turkey being part of Europe, is unacceptable as far as he is concerned. So what he is thinking about, he's thinking about Turkey in the Middle East, Turkey assuming its part as the leader, as one of the most important leaders of the Middle East, and from many points of view, as far as he and Iran is concerned, they are on the road for some kind of not only contradicting each other, but some kind of collision. It's not yet happening, but I feel that it will happen in the future. There are two empires. The Turkish Empire is a Sunni one. The Iranian Empire is a Shia one. The hatred between Shia and Sunni are felt everywhere. And at the end of the story, every move of Erdogan is watched also, of course, by Iran. It's a complicated situation. Israel should stand on the side and should open his eyes to not to be involved in what's happening, but also not to let the situation put it in danger.